healthy.
It'd be good to see him back in the game. Dimitri had some nice years with the Tigers. Punto, the batter. Making a walk, and he scored a run back in the fourth. 3 walks in the series for their number 9 hitter. Signed a 2-year deal in the offseason last December to remain a Minnesota Twin. Flared foul back out of play. Tigers today have been out hit 8-3, and they trail 6-0. All 6 of the Minnesota runs coming in the fourth. Jim Leyland's squad came in with a 2.5-game lead over Chicago. 3 up on these Minnesota Twins. It's 1-2. That'll go foul down the right field line. When Nee joined the Tigers in Oakland, he had walked into the clubhouse, and obviously the reporters gathered around. They wanted to talk with Nee, and they had to go through his interpreter. But he seemed like a really soft-spoken individual. I think he's gotten along really well with his teammates so far, and that can be difficult for the young man from Taiwan. Doesn't know the language all that well yet. But he seemed to fit in so far. And it's fouled back.
Well, I know players have made him feel comfortable. Because that very first night when the club was flying from Houston to Oakland, I saw Verlander go up to him and invite him out to dinner. I think several of the players, when they got to San Francisco, were going out to dinner and invited Nee and his interpreter to go out to dinner as well.
Foul straight back, so Punto giving him a battle here.
I also wouldn't be shocked, partner, when we got on the plane today, if Nee didn't have a real nice shirt on and a nice pair of new slacks and a nice sports coat. When he showed up in Houston, of course, young players come up this way, not ready to the big leagues. He had some jeans on and, real casual shirt. But the big league players have a way of taking you out and making sure you look the part the next time you get on the plane.
That's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So you're predicting an upgrade now for Fute Nee.
Yes, I'm predicting a little bit of an upgrade on this trip back to Detroit here tonight.
We shall see. And there's much shopping here in Minneapolis, downtown.
Yeah, they may have got him in San Francisco.
Oh, true. Yeah. Where there's a ton of shopping as well.
That's usually what the big league players do. When a young player comes up, they take him out and they usually buy him that first suit.
Same suit in San Francisco would cost a few more bucks than it would here in Minnesota. I guarantee you that for sure. 2-2 on Punto. 2 outs single by Young has kept the inning going. And Punto now is putting together a whale of an at-bat here.
He has fouled off some really good, well-located pitches from Nee. Just getting a piece of it.
On deck is the top of the lineup. You
don't realize how big Delmon Young is until you see him standing next to a guy like Cabrera. He's a big boy.
Yeah, he is. That missed inside. Nee thought he had strike 3. That was the 9th pitch in this at-bat. So it goes 3-2.
It looked close enough to swing at, sure.
And the look on his face indicates that he thought that was in it. So the runner will be on the move here. Cabrera plays behind Young at first base. Full count on Punto. Ground ball, base hit. It almost hit Young, who had to skip out of the way of that hot shot ground ball, and Punto is on again.
I don't know why it's this way, but usually When a guy has a lengthy at-bat, as Punto did there, fouls off a number of pitches, usually that ends up getting a base hit. He has probably seen every single pitch that he has in his arsenal. And nice quarter awareness there by Young, not getting hit by that ball scooting through the right side of the infield as he was running to second.
There has to be some frustration on the pitcher's part, too, having thrown everything but the kitchen sink at him, and you still can't put him away, and you finally get up to 10 pitches, and I would think you'd have a tendency to say, all right, here, see what you can do with it. And for Punto, a sharp single to right. He now has 3 hits in the series. That sets up the leadoff man, Denard Span. Infield hit and an RBI for Span in this game. Span now 6 hits in this series. He came off the disabled list in late June with an ear infection that really affected his equilibrium. He was dizzy quite a bit. Took him a while to get over that. They finally put him on the DL. And there's the ball low and away. Wu-Tei-Ni came on in the 5th. Got a double play ball. He struck out the first 2 batters here in the 6th. But then back-to-back singles. And that's his 40th pitch right there. Missing away, 2-1. Ground ball back up the middle. Diving stop. Everett can't control it, and everybody is safe. It's an infield hit for Span, his 2nd of the game.
And we talked about Span the last time he was up. And because he gets that front foot down in a timely manner and just looks to make contact, if you have to move laterally to your left or to your right, it's tough to get him out. And good hustle there again by Toe. Make sure Span got the base hit.
Second hit of the game and 7th of the series for Denard Span. That's going to load the bases now for Brendan Harris.
Before that hit, Span hitting a whopping .364 this year against left-hand pitching.
That's amazing.
.364 in 78 at-bats.
That's why sometimes matchups, when you strictly think lefty-righty, it doesn't mean a whole lot. Sometimes the numbers are very telling. And when you talk about Morneau and Mauer and this guy Span, they're all over .350 against left-handed pitching. Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Hey fans, visit the official line shop of the Detroit Tigers at Tigers.com. Browse the largest selection of authentic Tigers gear, including clubhouse caps, t-shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, and a whole lot more. Get your Tigers gear straight from the source at the Tigers.com shop.
So the base is loaded. He is in a jam here, and that means Zach Miner will start to warm up. Meanwhile, the bases are loaded for Brendan Harris. As a team, the Twins are better against left-handed pitching, period. .277 overall. That'll go foul down the right field line. Oh, 1 on Harris. He's 0 for 3. Made the first out and the last out of the 4th inning. 6-0 Minnesota. They're a base hit away here from adding a couple more. It's been a long inning for Wu-Tei-Ni, who retired the first 2 batters. Another foul back out of play. That's 10 hits now for Minnesota. Meanwhile, Kansas City has added more. They lead Chicago 6-2. Here's that update. That's in the bottom of the fifth. Swing and a miss, and the inning finally ends. Boutini strikes out the side.